Well, that was my camp spot last night. I'm just about to start making trail. And by the way, there is a trail. I won't go too far around there because the sun's up in the sky. That's looking east. There's the trail that I'm following. And these are the bane of my life at the minute. That is cat claw. I hate this plant. But there we have it. I'm heading down there. Hope the sun doesn't spoil this totally, but that's where I'm heading. Those mountains there, look, I've got to get up and over them, and then I've got quite a long walk into Safford, so we'll see where we get. Well, great water again. This is Cottonwood Creek, so I'm going to have 5 minutes here. I'm going to fill all my water up just in case it gets a bit drier further on. This is Klondike Road. That's where I've just come from. They're not, that's not the Santa Teresa's. The Santa Teresa's are about, I don't know, even the edge of the wilderness is probably 4 or 5 miles back there. M Lazy J Ranch Road. Thank you so much for you guys for allowing us to walk through your property like that. It's amazing. It saves you a lot of work. But I'm just considering it, that 13 mile up there is Klondike. I could have hiked from there to here 2 days ago, well, just over 2 days ago. It saved me all that trouble because that's where I'm heading. They're the Pinalenos. I've got to get up and over them, and that's not just an up and over. That's once I get up there, there's an awful long ridgeline to follow, sort of thing. That's not the high point. The high point's Mount Graham, and that's covered in snow. So there's a lot more to that yet. I have a lot of work in front of me to get to Safford. There's the Pinalenos, sorry, Pinalenos or Pinelenos, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Native American language, it means pine mountain. And you probably can't pick up from here, but I can see the ridgelines covered in pines, big pine trees, so they're probably ponderosa pines. I'm looking forward to getting up there out of the shade. But remember the view out my tent this morning? I'm a lot closer now. A lot closer. I'm going to be starting climbing soon. Now, I've just stopped for a quick break. It's about 10 o'clock. I've got about just over 6 miles in. But I found this shaded tree and it was juniper, so I thought, yeah, I'll have a quick water break. I'm heading up into the Pinalenos, like I've just said. This is the largest sky island in the whole of Arizona. I don't know whether I've mentioned this before. The highest point being Mount Graham at over 10,700 foot. It's the only sky island with peaks over 10,000 foot. So I'm in for a bit of a climb because it's 7,000 foot climb in vertical elevation. That's without considering all the up and down you do. 7,000 foot from the desert floor right to the top of the peak. Not that I'm going to climb Mount Graham, no way. So I'm really looking forward to this. It's going to be a lot of climbing, a lot of hard work. Now, this particular Sky Island, I think it's got 6 different biomes. Now, a biome, I didn't know this last year, it's just my research that I've done. A biome is a level of elevation where certain plants grow. So you've got your desert floor, if you like, that could be your lower biome. And then the very top biome at the top where your fir, your Douglas fir and your pines grow. Well, there's 6 different levels of biomes on this one Sky Island range alone. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to looking at it and seeing it and passing through it all. But it's going to be tough. I know it's going to be tough, but what isn't on this trail? I shall catch you in a bit. Okay, so this is where the track ends. This 2-track, look, it literally just fades into nothing. I've just had my map out. fact, I've had a good 5 minutes to make sure I'm going the right way. And to go back there, turn right, go right down into that bottom, and then I've got to head up, right up there, roughly in the middle of that ridge. It's that ridge at the top now. I'm going to hit that. That's going to take a while because it's hot and it's steep and it's dusty and I'm tired. But that's where I've got to go. This is where trail finishes here. This is where it's all self-nav, but I've took a bearing and that's where I need to be. So I'm going to find my way up there. Right, I've made the ridgeline, and that's obviously where I've come from this morning. Those 3 little ridges to the left, not the big one in the middle, that's where I camped last night, just at the bottom of there. And I've made my way this far. Made the ridge, and I've come across an old cow tank. Look, there's actually cow dung up here. Would you believe all that work I've done coming up here and there's cow dung everywhere? Look, cows. How the hell's a cow got up here? But anyway, it's 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. So I'm going to sit at the back of that tank there in the shade, get something to eat, have a good drink of water. I'm really doing well with water. I'm really hydrated. I'm keeping hydrated, which is important. Then I'm going to go through this gate and work out how to get down. Right, I've made it right down to the bottom of the canyon. I came to this Forest Service road. If you go right, well, you can take either, you can go right or left. You have 2 choices. I've decided to go left. I'm taking the Blue Jay alternate route. It just seems like there's more water availability. Plus, I've got only 3 days food left, and this seems to be a little bit quicker. I could probably make another day. I've got snacks and stuff, but look at this place. It's right down in the bottom down here. Look at this gorgeous campsite. Look, great camping down here. Right, I need to go up there, but I do need water. And if I go down here, there's a cow tank down Trip Canyon, so I shall see you there. Right, I think this is it. Looks like an old cattle compound. Well, it's definitely cattle crap on the floor. Oh, there's some fresh as well. Must be still used then. I'm guessing that's the tank. And it's usually reliable, so fingers crossed. Sorry for it. It's looking a bit low, but there's enough for what I need anyway. That'll do me. This is where I leave the Forest Service road, and I head up there. And I had no idea there was going to be a tool track. There's no tool track on my map. There's absolutely nothing. I thought I was going to be bush beating again. So I hope that goes a long way. it'll probably soon peter out. Great views though. I'm going round that corner to the right, look, right up that canyon. Well, I'm loving this trail. Absolutely loving it. I love my pine forests. You're out in the sun, and I'm gaining pretty good in elevation. It's going well. That's my first ponderosa pine this year, look. And a beauty. Right guys, get a look at that. I think you know what that is. Well, I do. No cows up here. It's all fenced off. This is all like it's just a game area, secluded game area. That is bear shit. Well, I'm nearly at the ridgeline. Phew, that was a tough climb, but damn, I enjoyed it. But look at this for a camp spot. Everywhere. Beautiful. If it were an hour and a half later, I'd stop here. That's where I've come from right there down there. Man, it was a chore. But it was beautiful. Loved every minute. Well, that's where I've come from, right down there. It wouldn't be that exact spot. I came in from the left, but it was definitely that elevation, that big flat down there. Oh, what a good day. That's the dirt road that I'm walking up. I've just decided to call it a night because I'm really, my shirt's wet, well not wet through, but it's really big wet patch on the back. My shorts are wet. My tent was a bit damp this morning, so I've stopped a bit early to dry that out, and my sleeping bag. And my legs have done a fantastic job today. I don't know how many miles I've done, but I'm not far off the ridge, for crying out loud. I mean, that view we had this morning from the tent, can you remember that mountain right in the distance? I'm nearly at the top of that. I've had a right day. And this, my camp spot, look. Now I've been coming up this track for about a mile and a half, and there's been nowhere to camp. It's just really steep drop-offs, and then I came to this little opening here, look, and I'm thinking, okay, bingo. I could walk another mile or two and then literally find nothing. But I thought, sorry, I'll have an earlier one and dry all my stuff off. Look at that, it's what a spot though, beautiful. I love camping on pine needles. Right, this is my third set of blowdowns I've come across. It's getting to feel like the Grand Canyon National Park. The North Rim was like this. I've got to work my way around there, and then up and over. I'm actually off trail, but I'll explain that in my next video. Forgive the wind, guys, but I really think I should have took this shot. Whew, that was a steep climb. That up there is where I'm going. Somewhere up there is Mount Graham. I'm not sure whether that's it. I think that's an observatory up there. But anyway, that's the way I'm going. I've actually missed the turn for well, I was on the Blue Jay Trail, but to continue on it, I missed the turn. So I carried on that dirt track, and it's really, really steep, but I have joined up with the original route. The original route comes from down there. It's a little single path, and this tool track here is the original suggested route. So I am back on trail, believe it or not. Even though I've missed my turn off, I'm back on the main route, not the alternate, which is, well, it is what it is. Right, that's the trail that I've just come in on, the original trail. This is the trail that I would have come in on if I'd have stayed on the Blue Jay Trail that I missed the turn off for. Excuse me. This is Clark Peak Trail, Taylor Pass 2 mile, as you can see. And I'm glad that was there, because I would have gone marching straight past it. Because this is it here, look. This little single track. I hope it stays single track, because I've got to get right up there. Well, I think that's about as good a view as I'm going to get of that. What a beautiful shot. I'm guessing I'm going to be following the ridgeline, look. Well, I will be. Follow the ridgeline all the way up and over. My next water source is Riggs Lake, which is 8 mile, so I've got plenty of water. The only thing is Ridge Lake is over the other side of there, so I've got to get up and over that to get to my water. But 8 mile, no big deal. Well, 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 look what I found. Now, it's only a baby one, that. It's the first one I've seen this year. That, if you remember from the Arizona Trail, it's toilet paper. What the old cowboys and the Native Americans used to use. I've since found out it's called Great Mulline. So yeah, bless him. What a gorgeous view. That's basically looking east. I've got to get down there the next couple of days. What a gorgeous view. I don't know if you can make those mountains out right in the distance. Let me zoom in a bit. Well, they've got snow on the top. I hope you can see that. I'm pretty sure they're in New Mexico because that's looking east. So I'm fairly certain they're going to be in New Mexico. Beautiful. Okay, this is not good. I've got to get my way up and over that. Look at the goddamn drop. Shit. Right, I managed to get over that first bit. It took me a while. It was really steep, as you saw, and it was a lot further than what I thought. It's a good 30-40 foot round that bit of a bend there, and I've had to come across all this as well, which is a really steep drop off, so I've took my time. I've just kicked snow steps. It's been a long time since I have, and I also took the ends of me trekking poles off, you know, the little, well, I'll show you that later, the little round, well actually I'll show you now. Anything, I took them off so my trekking pole could push further into the snow in case I slipped. I had something to hang on to. Now the trail literally goes right up the middle of there, but I ain't taking that on. So what I'm going to do, I've come here, I'm going to go up this one, look, and then if I do slip, slide or whatever, I'm only going to come down here onto this thingy. So safety first, Al. Don't worry girls, Dad's taking his time. Right, you see that's that mountain in the distance, like I've already pointed out, that's Blue Jay Peak. I left the trail just below there, about, I don't know, 100, 200 foot below there, and made my way right down into the bottom to the saddle. I think it's called Taylor's Saddle, I can't remember. And then all the way up the other side, so steep. And then I came out there with all those trees out, just made my way around to the right, topped out there, came down the side of there, round the corner, across that snow, and I'm where I am. I'm not that far off Clark's Peak at the minute, so another couple of minutes, well, 10 minutes I should be there. Man, I thought I'd seen the last of the damn snow. I don't want to be slipping down there, that's a fact. My arse will be freezing by the time I get to the bottom of that. What a view though. Right, well that's that leg finished. Whew, coming across that snow was a bit slow. I've got to actually be kicking footholds in. It's been a while since I've kicked footholds in snow. And usually I've got big heavy boots on, not trainers. But anyway, that's all done. Now the official trail goes down there somewhere, but there's snow all over. I'm sick at sight of snow. But there's a two-track dirt road there, Forest Road, and it's only just over a mile to Riggs Lake, so it's not like I'm cutting much out. But my legs are really tired coming through all that snow and that elevation gain. Blimey, that was long, but it was great all the same. Absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to sign off now, and I'll catch up with you at Riggs Lake. Man, I thought I'd left this behind me on the north side, but I'm still above 9,000 foot. Christ, I'm going to have this for miles. And I'm sticking to I'm on a forest road here. But everywhere, I mean look, I'm not going down there and starting the post hole, not a hope in hell. I'm staying to the road. I didn't stop at Riggs Lake, sorry, because it would have, I don't know, it's quite a bit off trail, then I got to come back to trail, and it was all uphill coming back, and I've done enough uphill today, but obviously I've got more in front of me. Ah well. Look at all the blowdowns here. I've just finished off that last patch of, well, I say that's about 3 miles coming down there. I've got my fingers crossed that that's the last bit of snow because it's really slowing me up. I'd rather have a load of blowdowns than snow. Well, that's where I camped last night, guys. That was a cold one. Managed to make the visitor centre. I actually was going to sleep over there. I could see that from a bit of a distance, that lean-to, that shed. That's a little picnic area. The snow's level with the tables. So I was just going to lay out on top of the table, but then I saw this little lean-to. Right, I've got a long day in front of me, that's why I've got an early start. I need to get down. I need to get off of this snow. I'm still at 9,000 foot. I'm going to be at 9,000 foot for another 8 or 10 mile. And then I need to start getting down. I can't sleep in this, I'm not equipped for sleeping in snow. I mean, I'll have to, if I need to, I'll have to, but I'd rather get down to below the snow line. That's where I was planning on sleeping, look in there. And the other good thing about having a really good start early in the morning, you probably can't see, can you see my footsteps, look? Leading over there. Because of the cold night, I'm not making any at the minute. I'm right on top of the ice, look, so I can really get some speed up and some movement. Look at the depth of it. That's a swing barrier for a car access. Oh, blimey. Right, I think I've got to go down there. I'll have to get my map out. Well, I don't believe this. Dang, I've not gone 200 metres. And look at this. The damn road's been ploughed clear. It's been ploughed clear all the way to the administration centre. That's where it ends, look. Riggs Lake 5 miles, that's where I was yesterday. But obviously I came in from that direction. And I slept in that lean-to last night, so I didn't see this until now. Wow, has this brightened my day? I'm going to move on now. Oh, the joy. Well, that is pretty much my future for, if not all of today, then most of it. And I've got to get down there, look, down to that, the flat land, for want of a better word. Now this trail, excuse me, this road, I forget the name of it, but it's a trail road. And it's there's no way hitching from here because it's locked. The gates are locked, it's all locked up, it's shut. So yeah, I'm walking. at this wonderful place I've just passing through. I've no idea where this is or what it's called. I've not looked at my map. Look at this beautiful little woodland setting, well, mountain woodland setting. They're all like little holiday chalets. I don't know whether they're privately owned or what. Beautiful, what a place. Oh, I've got this. It's going to be a long one. This is the view from Safford. To think, literally on that ridge up there, well, just below, maybe 100 foot below that ridge, I spent the night last night. And I've managed to get down here today. Gorgeous.